So we're gonna talk about this, right? What are we gonna talk about? Adams, you had a really cinematic intro, and I know that a couple other characters have gotten it, and I want one too. I think I deserve it. You know, I'm a really cool character. Nobody likes you. What do you mean? Nobody likes you. Like literally nobody. You're literally trash. Like there's 3.8. Your rating is a 3.8. There's literally a mouse with a better rating than you. Underwalker Daggerman. I mean, that can't be right. Maybe there's like a confusion here. Like maybe it's because of my other parallel world self. Maybe he sucks. I mean, look at this. You have to be kidding me. Look at this form. Look at the slicing through the air. I mean, look at my animations. Are you gotta be kidding me? I'm better than some of the summer characters, the new characters that are in the game. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way. You gotta be seeing this. Tell me, Adams, you see this. All I see is 3.8. That's all I see is 3.8. That's it. There has to be someone that likes me. Rumor has it some bald black guy likes you. A lot. A bald black guy? Yep. Some random bald black dude. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and it's time. It is time to go over MAHAR. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that skit in the beginning is talking about, guys, go check out the Adams review. I know it came out at a little bit later than when I usually drop, but you know, times have changed and I just got out of work, so that's why this video is coming out even later in the day. So bear with me. Go ahead, you know, thank you guys so much for checking this video out and all that other gushy stuff, because this video is going to turn this man into someone more respectable. Bring me back memories of the best, one of the best animations in this entire game. But no matter how this video goes, just remember that it's 100% MFO. Now, everyone has known this man as, I mean, he has one of the lowest ratings. I think if, let's do the, oh, I'm not gonna do it on the thing, but I'm going to see, is there actually a faded hero with a lower score than 3.8? We found his brother. And an equally shitty character at that. You're not seeing this man's guide until unless he gets fate reverse court. He might even need a 360, not even just reverse, 360, 1080 spin reverse, because this man is terrible. He needs his actual faded change, and then on top of that, he needs a fake court. Oof. Ooh. The saddest part about MAHAR is that he actually is really cool. He has the whole destroyed arm thing. He lost his wife, I guess, if you like pay attention to the story. But he has a really cool history as a double sword. His animations are, we're gonna get into that pretty soon, are actually pretty cool. But for some reason, they just made him the doo-dooest character in the game. I mean, someone has to take the title. I guess it's, you know, if it has to be someone, hey, can you not? If it has to be someone, it's gonna be, you know, him, so whatever. But let's go look at his stats and let's see what makes him especially doo-doo. Now, I'm just kidding. He actually has some decent stats. He has a pretty high HP. His defense, I think if I remember correctly, is amongst the highest, 1647. Very, very high defense, which is like almost, like, let me go look at scFX, and it's almost as if it's like to prevent him from being susceptible to scFX. Yeah, he actually has higher, which is, you know, funny, but yeah, he has dramatically higher. He's on, I think he has just as high as defense as he has Ulum. Like very, very, very high base defense, which is cool, but only once we get into the aspect of his FC skin. That's what we're going to be talking about. That's definitely the thumbnail. If you thought I was thumbnailing this guy, you're out of your freaking mind. So his hit is 99, dodge is 90, critical hit 50, who cares? Block is 390, so he is one of the block bastards out here, and you're gonna see why that's very important when we get into the FC skin. His attack speed is I ain't going, and so critical damage, block defense rate, and luck is exactly the same on every character. So what does this mean? He's slow, and as we get into the skills, we'll see, you know, what he's meant to do when he gets his turn. Now, with the new mana system, being slow is actually not that bad of a thing, especially the mages kind of get a buff from this, but we'll see how it affects him. But what this does, it allows a slow based character to have pretty much any move at their disposal depending on the formation that you use. So let's go look at his skills, and what am I talking about? We gotta look at the story, baby. Hero story. This man is 45 game maker. I mean, obviously he's not a developer, but I mean, if he, maybe that's why people don't like him. He's a developer. He's the developer. His nation is actually Brune, which is so funny. I wonder if it always said Brune, because him and Bernavis are from Brune. So I wonder if it always said that and like no one ever paid attention to they're from a different nation. Makes me want to look back possibly at an old video to see if I would have caught that. Anywho, so yes, he's 45. I do like his look though. Like I have to say, like I do like he has this like coat. His other hand, like, I mean, I would never buy a jacket with that. That looks so ugly. But I do like how the fake core version like still incorporates this entire look, but for a little girl. Also the electric arm, which is like, I think Shafrakan said he has borrowed power. I guess that's in his arm, but it doesn't actually like look right. Also the swords detach from each other. Whatever. Anyway, let's go into the skills. The basic attack. He's in both S2 swords. I don't know if that's like you get hit with both swords. I don't know. Nobody knows the trouble I see. And he has that block 3 plus the Dragon Knight, and it has Night Dragon as well. So what happens with the block 3? Pretty much when someone gets low on HP, he's going to provoke the entire enemy team. When he provokes the entire enemy team, he's going to gain mana if he's low on HP or if he's high on HP. If he's in the middle, nothing happens. He also gets a heal over time when he does do the block, which is supposed to allow him to slowly heal himself. This is also really good when the block triggers, but like he's not going to take any additional attacks, so he'll start to heal for no reason, which that's like the best part of it, honestly. He's a Dragon Knight and the head Dragon Knight at that, so when you are on Machine Day, you definitely want to have Mahar in there, so he is somewhat important. Remember that there's only a head Dragon Knight of each like color. Also, when we go into the next skill, which is the double lightning, 1 mana, 102. So now with the new elemental change, he's guaranteed to always have this up. It's a AoE hit. It's meant to break guard stones. That is what it was always purpose was. It's just that he's kind of slow, so it's like if you want to get all those thrust and counters out of the way, he's not going to be the one to do it for you. But if he does take those, he can tank them pretty well. He, like I said, as we saw, he has high HP, decently high HP, and he has high defense, so he can take all the hits even when he's provoking. So this skill, always like to, I always thought this had like a S3 kind of animation to it. He goes straight in, splits the swords, and then just dives right in at you. I love it. Then you have the dual iron swords, one of the coolest animations I think in the game. Only costs 3 mana, and as we said, like I said before, if there's a 3 formation in the front, guess what? He'll be able to do this instantaneously once his turn comes, and it's a 5-turn provoke. What's really good about that is depending on who you use it on, and you will force that person to attack him specifically. Now, what's good about this, I mean, in the past it was kind of crap, right? When we first played the game, no one really liked this, but now looking at the game in hindsight, now you can go use the block, his passive, to take away a provoke, like the machine status effect immunity, and now after that, now it's 10 minutes. You can actually provoke another target afterwards, so you can keep provoking over and over and over again. So I actually like this animation a lot. Hits him, sticks the sword. Oh, he's already through him. Spins it, goes hard. Put it off to the side. Boom, like that is actually really clean animation. And then it's just like, but I'm trying to make him, I'm trying to hard sell him, but honestly, it's not strong enough. It's not that good. The single target provoke is good on, obviously you would do it on a character that you would really want to only attack him to waste the turn pretty much. But the problem is that he does have the AoE provoke, so it's kind of like, it would be better if it was like a stun or something of that nature, so they can't even use a move in general, or provoke work like it does in other games where they can't use skills. Because what happens if you get a provoke, and a lot of the characters right now, the threats in PvP at least, are AoE based characters. Bathory, Annie, Rara, they're just chucking AoEs all day. So who are you single target taunting that is a threat? I guess Dorka, maybe. I think her S3 is single target if I remember correctly. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it holds water in this economy, you know what I mean? So let's just go check out the FC and rejoice. All right, boys, this is what I was waiting for. As you can see, like, it's still a similar design. It just looks like a way more like a Japanese, I don't know, like a schoolgirl, but like, I don't know, like, I just love the design. Like, there's so much I love about this design. It's just an overall overwhelming positive for me. And I can't help myself at how cool she looks. And of course the animations are really cool as well. I'm actually gonna do, I don't normally do this, but I kind of want to see her dialogues.
I wonder how it feels to be the first.
First what?
To see beautiful flowers when spring comes.
Julie Shields, isn't she she's a really famous a character, like a voice actor, if I remember correctly.
It's a shame that items from the East are hard to come by.
You know what would suck? What do you guys think about this? Like, you voice a character and the character's actually trash. Do you feel offended as the voice actor? Like, yo, bro, could you not have let me voice a better character to like raise my portfolio? I'm pretty sure they don't get a choice in the matter, but it's like, yo, like, if they were like, yo, what character did you voice? Oh, I voiced MAHAR in the Fate Core version of MAHAR. It's like, oh, that character seems like it's trash. Like, but if you were like, imagine the person that voiced Bathory, like you would just assume like what a great. I wonder how that works. Like, can you choose to voice better characters, like stronger, overpowered meta breaking characters? I kind of wonder how that works.
Huh? It's over already?
Ooh, fuck that. All right, so let's go look at her skills. So let me look at that new basic attack. Yo, she's so sick. Yo, ooh, one more time, hold up. Quick slice, and then she teleports back. Oh, got a little thirsty. All right, so nothing changes here. She doesn't get anything outside of just the Burial Will, which again, here, Burial Will passive that's in all the past characters actually really means a big of a difference, because she does have the block. Same thing with like Ulum, like they actually have a way to draw attacks into them. But the new Thunderbolt, remember that kind of trash skill that we were talking about before? Thank you so much. We're 15 minutes in. Now the damage went down, which who cares? But now she has an AoE provoke for 1 mana. Now this is huge. Because the first, and it's only for 3 turns, right? But she's slow. You know, she's meant to be slow. This character is meant to be slow. So the next 3 turns, so what you would do in this scenario, or when you're using this character, you would have a slow team. You would specifically have a slowish team, and you would let them have the first 3 turns, essentially, or the first 2 or whatever turns. Because also it says grants damage reflection to self for 12 turns when the skill hits. Now it hits AoE, and when it says if the skill hits, it just has to hit 1 person. It doesn't have to hit everyone in order for it to activate. So this is really cool. So you get a damage reflection. You're gonna draw in the next 3 attacks, whether they're big bursties or whatever, like the big bursties or big burst or anything like that. You're gonna draw that in and you're gonna take that, and you have that pretty much available every single turn based on how the new mana works. Before it was a coin flip because machine had to have a certain amount of HP to get 1 mana, but now it's pretty much guaranteed that she'll always be able to Thunderbolt. You can pretty much spam this on every single turn, which is nuts. Now, especially you have the 12 turn reflect, so even if you know the provoke is gone away, if there are any AoE attacks, they will be dealing with that reflect damage. A lot of PvE stuff has prevention against it, but in PvP it actually does mean something. You can kill a character if they keep starting to spam stuff like that. But this animation, woo! Boom, now they're all provoked. They saw all that style and was like, yo, damn, she nice with it. And there goes the reflect. That's why you see this little halo kind of thing effect, this whatever, this weird shield. Next up is going to be the inviting Thunderbolt. Now it does go up in damage, woohoo, nice. But the cool thing here is the debuff that it does leave. It leaves a debuff that lowers the defense of the target by 39% of own defense. So she has very high defense, plus having a fake core on. So this is a significant defense break. It's probably not going to be as great as Iris's AoE defense break, but as far as like for a boss, you know what's really cool for a boss to put a debuff like this on a boss would be phenomenal. Or if you know if their debuffs are allowed. Sometimes they don't allow debuffs, but really cool thing to do to help you with DPS. How long is it? It is a 8 turn, so depending on the speed, turns, and things of that nature, would be substantial. You know, for have that, you'll be able to get a lot of damage out. And of course, gotta play that. The S3 that won my heart. Oh my god. Dude, I can watch that all day. Literally, there would be no rest of the video. I could. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Honestly, I would, before I go into the gear, I think that she has, I would say that Dorka has maybe like the best animations right now, but I would say that she's like second. I would say that they compete with each other like almost level on animation style. They're both ridiculous. Now, as far as gear set, I'm highlighting the red because she does take in damage. To reduce that damage will allow her to survive a little bit more, which is obviously a good thing. Now the same thing I have right next to it is the block. She already has high block, so if you want to make sure you block way more often, you put a block set on it. You could even be cheeky with dodge, because all the provoking that is going on, you can be like, hey, let's see if I can dodge those skills in general. I don't know, I said in the last video, I'm not a big fan of dodge unless the character has something that really accelerates their dodge to a high amount. It just doesn't give me enough to be confident with it unless you have over like 100 and something dodge already. So that's my way I do it anyway. Team comp wise, I think like I've said before, you kind of want to give them the first couple turns. You would run a more tanky comp pretty much, which in my opinion is slowly but surely starting to come up there. Really tanky comp, especially if you were to combine Dorka with Mahar, because he has the passive that lowers magic damage, so you have a way to mitigate certain damages, and then you just have to take out whoever is a physical. So you just snipe out the Rara in some degree in the PvP scenario, snipe out Rara, and then you leave the magic people up and they should be able to deal with the magic to a certain degree. Really cool stuff. I definitely want to level her up. She's definitely going to be 6-star pretty quickly, so you guys will see some PvP with some Mahar. I mean, it's good. Everything's good right now, man. But what's not good is if you don't have the merch, man. What are you doing? I don't understand it. Also, just make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Adams video. I'm looking at it. I'm like, where's all the Adams love? I thought that y'all wanted this video. Had a lot of fun doing it. Had a lot of fun doing this one. And just make sure that you guys remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.